Rising from the darkness. A teaching by Thich Bao Thanh. There are pains that cannot be named. There are wounds that, even after many years, remain cold imprints in the deepest corners of memory. From the outside, it may seem like everything is past, but only the one who carries that pain knows. There are long nights when the body sleeps, but the mind stays awake. There are bright days when the heart remains dark. There are laughter-filled moments, yet deep within, a silent cry still echoes. As a child, when the heart was still clear like morning dew, I walked through things no child should ever endure. Peace was torn apart, trust was shattered, innocence was taken without mercy. From that moment, darkness no longer lived only outside, it made its home within me. It followed me through the years, hiding in dreams, resting in each breath. At times I thought I had forgotten. But one cold wind, one careless word, one passing image, and everything returned like an old wound suddenly bleeding again. Time passed, but the pain did not fade. It became shame, it became fear, it became doubt toward life. There were days I trusted no one, not the world, not even myself. There were nights I held the emptiness in my chest, feeling as if my heart had shattered into pieces, no longer able to love or believe. Those who have never known such pain will not understand. They will say, just forget. They will say, it's in the past. But there are things that cannot be forgotten by will. There are wounds that cannot be healed by advice. Because this pain does not live only in memory. It shapes how we see the world, how we see ourselves, how we live each day. And yet, in the deepest exhaustion, I found light. Not a miracle from the sky, not a hand that came to save me. This light arrived quietly, like a breath, like a chant, like the moment I sat in stillness and finally heard my own heart. I began to meditate. At first, it was simply sitting and breathing. But within those simple breaths, I saw clearly my mind had been running too far. Running to the past to suffer, running to the future to fear, running to find answers to what could never be changed. And the more it ran, the more exhausted I became. When I sat still, for the first time in years, I discovered something within me. There was still a place of peace that had never been touched. The Buddha taught about causes and conditions. He taught that all things arise through conditions, through karma unfolding. I no longer asked, why did this happen, with anger. Instead, I looked deeper and saw that suffering often arises from ignorance. Those who hurt others are themselves bound in darkness. Not to excuse wrongdoing, but to understand its nature. A dark mind creates dark actions. And with that understanding, my heart burned less. I once thought forgiveness was weakness. I thought it meant accepting what was wrong. But the deeper I practiced, the more I understood forgiveness is not erasing the truth. It is laying down the burden within my own heart. It is refusing to let someone else's darkness become my life's darkness. Forgiveness is not because they deserve it, but because I deserve freedom. One day, I sat in stillness for a long time. I looked back at the child I once was. That child, trembling, alone, unprotected. And for the first time, I did not blame them. I did not reject them. I simply held them with compassion and whispered softly, I know now. I am here. I will not abandon you again. In that moment, healing began. I realized then, the true darkness was not the past itself, but the way I blamed myself, the shame I carried, the belief that I was less. But through the wisdom of the Dharma, I saw clearly. I am not the fault, I am not broken, I am simply a being who has walked through suffering. And a being who has suffered still deserves peace. I saw within my heart a lotus growing from the mud yet untouched by its smell, passing through impurity, yet remaining pure. And I understood. The body may be wounded, but Buddha nature is never stained. It is only covered by fear, by hatred, by memory, by tears. With the light of mindfulness, those layers slowly dissolve. Today, I am no longer a victim of the past, not because the past disappeared, but because I no longer live inside it. I learn to breathe, to see, to recognize emotions. When fear returns, I do not run. When memories arise, I do not collapse. I sit, I breathe and gently say, I am here, I am safe. I am no longer trapped in the past. Liberation is not forgetting. Liberation is no longer being bound. I began to love again, not a fragile love, but a wise one. A love that sees how many are suffering without knowing it. A love that understands some harm comes from those who have never known light. And I learned to love myself for having endured, for still standing, for still carrying kindness. I offer this small light to anyone still walking in darkness. If you are hurting as I once did, please don't believe there's no way out. If you are afraid as I once was, please don't believe you cannot rise. Within every heart there is a sun. Clouds may be heavy today, but the sun has never gone out. Sit, breathe, and you will see. The light is still there. Stand up as I once stood, not with force, but with awareness, not with certainty, but with one small breath and a quiet trust that life still holds a path and the heart can be reborn. Those who wounded us may have left deep scars, but with practice, those wounds no longer remain abysses. They become doors, they become paths, they become the very conditions that lead us to the Dhamma. No longer a victim, only a being learning to awaken. And from that darkness I rose, not to seek revenge, not to prove anything, but to live differently. A life of light, of peace, of compassion. I vow to be a small lamp, not blazing, just warm enough to guide those still lost. To remind them, all darkness fades when we learn to return. Because light has never been outside. Light has always lived within.